Okay, so I make videos all the time on the home buying process and all the things you need to do to prepare to become a homeowner. And I always talk about things like, what are the steps to buy a home? And I always discuss educational information so that you can know what you need to do to become a homeowner. But very rarely do I ever talk about this one topic, and that is all the important things you should do after you sign your paperwork to close on your new home. Now, sometimes your realtor may forget to kind of warn you about the things you need to do right before you move into your new home. And it's not like your realtor is really trying to do this intentionally, but oftentimes as a realtor, we're just trying really hard to get you through the transaction. And we may assume that you already know these things. And really, you may not even know to ask. So in this video, I'm going to break down the top 10 things you need to do before moving into your new home. And they're really not in any particular order. Welcome to my channel. My name is Cherilyn Williams. I'm a Chicago area realtor, and I make videos for home buyers that don't know where to begin in the home buying process, and you're looking for a little guidance that is sometimes hard to find. Now, if you like this video, I have some other great videos on my channel like this one that you may find informational and helpful for you. If you like this video today, please smash the like button, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel for weekly real estate content. Now, sometimes with the excitement and stress of the home buying process and making sure you do everything that you're required to do, like your home inspections and getting all your documents to your lender in a timely manner, a lot of times all you're thinking about is just really trying to get to the closing table so you can get those keys. But there are some things that you may forget about because you're so caught up in all the other things of the home buying process. So this video is going to help you out so much. Okay, so the top 10 things you must do before closing, starting with number 1, is to give notice to your current landlord if you are renting. Oh my goodness. What would happen if you didn't give notice to your current landlord? That could be a real mess where you could be paying a rent and a mortgage at the same time. And who has time to be paying for 2 places at once, okay? Nobody in this economy for sure. So I would advise that once you have done your home inspection for your new home and everything checks out okay, and you plan to move forward with the underwriting process with your lender, please, please, please let your landlord know that you are planning to move out very soon. So this will give them reasonable time to find a new tenant. It will be great if you can line up buying your new home exactly when your lease expires, because it can be just a very much smoother transition where you're not paying double. So I would start shopping for a home about 3 to 4 months before your lease expires. And if you can't line up the time of your lease expiring and closing on your new home perfectly, you might have to be prepared to break your lease, and your landlord may still expect you to pay the remaining months of rent, unfortunately. Okay, so you may need to have, a little extra money saved up in case this happens. Now, some landlords may work with you and not make you pay the remaining months of rent, but it really depends on your landlord. So give notice as far in advance as you possibly can. Okay, number 2 is making sure you set up those utilities before you move in. This is so important because if you're buying like a resale home, the sellers are usually going to have everything disconnected on closing day or maybe the day after. And you don't want to walk into your new home with no lights or no heat. Okay, so call your electric and gas company, the water and trash, internet and cable, and sewer services well in advance. And many times, if you already live in the same area where you're buying your new home, you can just transfer those services right over to your new home. Now, for my clients, I provide all the phone numbers for the utility companies my buyer will need to contact before the closing, just so this can all be organized and squared away ahead of time. Now, number 3 is don't forget to update your address with your local post office, okay? You can go online or you can stop in at your local post office to fill out an address change form. And you also may want to call other places where you handle business, like your bank, your credit card companies, or maybe your insurance providers. You want to make sure that you get your mail and that if you don't get your mail, it's forwarded to your new address, because you don't want to get in trouble for late payments for bills because you missed your mail. Now, number 4 of what you want to do before you move in is you want to update your budget. Okay. Now that you will be owning your own home very soon, you have to get ready to not only pay your mortgage every month, but you will also have maintenance costs and possibly HOA fees now. So preparing a budget of your monthly expenses will be crucial as a new homeowner. Now, there may be other costs and fees like, for having insurance, or if you're, maybe hiring someone to do your lawn care, or you have car loans and other things, then you need to factor in those things as well. So just like before, when you were buying your home or you were figuring out a budget, you need to continue to budget as a homeowner forever. Okay. Now, this next one is an important one, and that is number 5, is that you have to have a moving plan. Will you be moving your furniture yourself, or will you be hiring a professional moving company? Now, if you're moving yourself, you will maybe want to ask some family and friends for help, and maybe you want to give them a little incentive like some money, or you want to take them out for a meal for their help. Okay. And of course, moving yourself can be a lot more time consuming. But you need to ask yourself, will you be needing a moving truck, or will you make multiple trips in your vehicle? Now, if you're moving yourself, it can be less expensive, but it will take more effort and time to move. But if you decide to hire professional movers, they can whip through that stuff and you're packing very fast, where you can just sit back and relax and watch them and not worry about a thing. But of course, it will cost you a lot more money. Now, I would say to also try and get multiple quotes from movers early on, because it can help you save a little extra cash for other areas in your move. So be sure you plan for everything from the cost of a truck to the supplies that you will need, like boxes and tape and bubble wrap and all the other essentials for a move. Now, this 6th one is don't forget to clean and repair your rentals so that you can get most or all of your security deposit back. Yes, it's so important to deep clean the kitchen, especially your oven and the bathrooms and the shower where there's the soap scum and the lines of the grout. Patch any holes or scuff marks on the walls, and clean all the baseboards and window sills. If there's anything minor or cosmetic that needs to be repaired, like a loose door handle, go ahead and tighten that up with some screws. As many of you know, your landlord will be happy to keep some or all of your security deposits. So be sure you have your apartment or house looking spick and span. Number 7 is pack a first day box. It will be impossible to have everything set up where you want in your new home on the first day or night that you arrive there. So pack your box of essential items that you will need to get you through once you move in. Have your phone chargers, toiletries, maybe some changes of clothes, medications, food. You get where I'm coming from. And keep that box in an accessible spot that you can get to quickly, and it won't be intermingled amongst the many other boxes that are all scattered all over your house, because it will be so hard to find in the mix. Okay. Now, having these basics within reach will make your first day or night feel a little bit more manageable. Now, for number 8, and that is do a final walkthrough of your new home before closing. Now, your realtor should be doing this final walkthrough with you. Okay, where you're walking around to be sure that the seller repaired or fixed everything that you requested from them from the home inspection. Now, you're also checking to be sure that nothing new has come up that wasn't there before when you did the home inspection. You're looking for any signs of like damage, or if there's any broken windows or any leaks, and being sure that the seller left everything that they agreed to leave and pass on to you, like appliances, okay? Because you would be surprised that some buyers will do the final walkthrough and realize that the seller took the actual refrigerator or something else that was expected to be there. So that's what you're looking for in the final walkthrough. Now, doing the final walkthrough is not like doing another home inspection again. You're not asking for repairs or anything like that. It's just a time where you want to make sure that that seller fixed what they agreed to and nothing major has changed. Now, if for some reason something major danger does come up, like a leak from the water heater in the basement, your realtor needs to address the issue right away with the listing agent before the closing. Here, in this case, the seller can either fix the issue or give you a credit for the cost, okay? So, number 9 is making sure you have all your boxes labeled with what's in them and what room that box should go into in your new home. It is so important to label your boxes, which I'm sure you know to do anyway, and I shouldn't have to tell you this, but you may be surprised at people who don't label them and then they have no idea of what's in it or where it goes. And another thing, especially if you use movers, is to check your inventory of boxes to be sure that your furniture and belongings arrive safely. And also don't forget to check for any damages for insurance claims. All right, so the final thing you need to do, number 10, before you move into your new home is that you want to secure your property with new locks for the doors, okay? Don't be lazy and just say you're not going to worry about it, because the sellers don't want anything from you because you don't have anything. You never know who else has keys to your property besides the seller. So just to be safe, go ahead and pay the money to have a locksmith install new locks and give you new keys. And if you want to install, like security systems like a smart doorbell or Ring camera, be sure you get that all set up before move-in day. All right, so this is my list of the 10 most important things you need to do before you move into your new home. And once again, my name is Cherilyn Williams, helping you build your dreams through real estate. And if you're looking to buy a home in the Chicago area, please reach out to me. My information is in the description below. I'll see you next time.